Hi guys, from Barbara and welcome to my ketogenic channel. As you can see from my skin, I just came back from the beach. So it's time also to go back to the kitchen and to prepare today's keto treat. You will see after the recipe a very special wok, so don't miss it. But now let's cook together. I can do that. Hi. The ingredients that we will use to prepare this dish are really a few. 3 main ingredients plus some butter. Today we are going to use roast veal wrapped in bacon. As you can see, it's a delicious piece of meat and my butcher prepared it. Then we will season it with extra virgin olive oil and some salt with aromatic herbs. After putting the oil, the salt will stick to the meat, so it will be easier. I highly recommend you to put the oil first. Then, this one is made of 95% of sea salt and 5% of herbs. It's a mix of red hot chili pepper, basil, rosemary, thyme and sage. I really love this salt and we can prepare it at home. I bought it because my butcher sold it to me and highly recommend it, and it's really delicious with any kind of meat or also with vegetables. So let's go on with the recipe. It's very important that the meat is room temperature, and then I will tell you how to make it even more delicious. As you can see, I'm browning it both sides on a very warm pan. This will give a lot of flavor to the meat because it makes like a crust outside, and when we will bake it, it will be easier to keep all the flavor inside the meat because this crust will seal the meat. It's also important to add the oil on top, as you've seen it, because the ketogenic diet is an high-fat diet. I will never get tired to say that. It's not a high-protein diet, it's high-fat. So you should add a lot of fat. Only in this way it will be ketogenic and you will not be angry all the time. You don't want to eat if you eat very fat things because you will not feel the need to eat. So it's a very good tip. Now that our meat is brown, we can put it into the oven. But before, I will take all the flavor from my pan. If you don't have a metal pan but you use an unsticky pan, please don't scratch it. This can be done only if you have a metal pan. It's very important. And now everything will go into our preheated oven. 200 degrees Celsius, that are approximately 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for half an hour, and this delicious and ketogenic dish will be ready. But please keep watching because I will tell you how to slice it. It's quite important if you want a nice dish too. Half an hour later, here is our meat. It looks and smells amazing. I'm sorry you are not here in the kitchen with me, but I will tell you what to do in your kitchen. So, first of all, we should cut the rope and then leave the meat to cool down. That's very important if you want perfect slices, because if you cut it when it's still warm, it will break down. So just wait, and then I will tell you also a very ketogenic tip to warm it out before serving this meat. But before telling you that, I have to underline that especially in summertime, a roast veal can be eaten also at room temperature. You don't need to warm it up again. But now let's go on with the recipe. Our meat is cold, so it's time to cut it. As you can see, it's delicious even inside with a pinky color that is just perfect. If you like it less cooked, just take it out of the oven 5 minutes earlier. If you like well done, just leave it 35 minutes, 5 minutes more. It's so easy when you cook everything into the oven because you don't have to do anything else. I love the oven and it's really useful, especially on a ketogenic diet. To warm it up, you have two options. You can cut it like I just did and put it again into the oven, or you can use a pan. But here it is, our ketogenic tip. Please add some butter on top of every slice and you will have a delicious sauce. And as I told you before, this is a high-fat diet, so everything is truly delicious and the butter is a super ketogenic ingredient. That's all you need to do and you need to know. So now it's your turn to prepare this delicious ketogenic dish. I really hope you liked today's recipe and you will consider subscribing to my channel. So we will meet here every Monday at 2 o'clock Italian time with another ketogenic video in English, but also on Wednesday at the same time with the same video in Spanish, and on Friday in Italian. Thank you all and see you next week. As promised, we are in a very special place. Look how beautiful it is. We are on Como Lake. I come here since 1997 and I love Lake Como because it's green, it's beautiful and the vibes are incredible. A lot of famous people come here on holiday, so I hope you will join me on this walk. This place is in my heart and my kids love it too, so we are always happy when we come here. I decided to show you this place after the roast veal recipe because that piece of meat is very easy to carry with you if you go out for a weekend or for just one day trip, because you can bring it with you, cut it where you are and enjoy all together, even if you don't warm it up. But where are we now? We are in Lenno. Lenno is a lovely little town on Lake Como, and from here you can take the boat and visit Como City and also all the other beautiful towns all around the lake. I highly recommend you to come to Lenno too. Here is exactly the place where you can take the boat, as you can see. It's a beautiful town. You can have lunch or dinner on the lake, and remember, if you don't bring food with you, ketogenic diet is not a problem because every kind of meat or fish is also keto. So be careful with the bread, be careful with the flour, all the carbs, but don't be too worried because you can find keto food everywhere, all around the world. So enjoy your summertime, enjoy your life, and love what you eat.